Hi everyone, welcome to Livestream Sunday. Ringy Dingy is the first one in here. Hi Ringy Dingy. Hi Eddie. Hi Victoria Delano. What's up, Sonny, Victoria, and Buckeye Grandma? How's everybody doing this evening?
So it's a hot one, isn't it, everybody? It's a hot one here in the Smokies.
High 96.
It feels like 100 out there. It is really, really hot. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. And yeah, guys, happy Sunday to all those out there. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. We're just going to do a little chat. We don't have anything too, crazy. We're just going to sit there and talk to you. But we really want to know how you all are doing out there. We got Landon and Kristen in here. Hello, Robin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see if we got this right. Hello. Had a little bit of a difficult start in this live stream up. Hey, Rick. Hey, Jeff. How y'all doing? It's great to see everybody in here. So, guys, if you are new here, definitely make sure you subscribe so you can participate in these live streams. You have to be subscribed for 24 hours in order to enter or to join in on the conversation, on the fun.
Sherry, Todd,
hello,
Vanessa,
Sherry.
Sean from Orlando, Smoky Mountain Cats crew.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Sherry Yates and Amanda.
Hey, Smoky Mountain Man.
And then John and Green and Smoky Mountain Man.
Amanda, how you doing? Whoa. Hello, Rhonda says, hey, guys from Michigan. Hello, Rhonda. How you doing? Wow. Let's see here. I got a couple pop-ups popping up here. That's what's going on here. Yeah, so the computers were a little rocky starting up this afternoon. And been trying to a bunch of updates over here. We got some Kimberly and Kimberly's in here. David, Jeffrey, hi, how you doing? Margie, Dolores, hello, welcome from Indiana. We have some friends here. Hey, Will and Dawn. Hey, this is Amy and Sean from Taco. Excuse me. Got ahead of myself there. Hello from Connecticut. How you guys doing? You got everybody here? See you? Yeah, it's great to see you all. Captain Jones. Hey,
Captain Jones and Kim
Amanda
and David and Cody and Dash
Simon,
Starkiller.
Hello.
Victoria, Michael, Linda, Kim, Marilyn Poodlemom, Cody, Christina, Jennifer, Sunny. Hi, Ray Maria and Maria Brodowski.
Yeah. Hey, Marie Bruzowski. How you doing? Gosh, how you guys doing? Marilyn Poodlemom's in here. Well, guys, yeah, it's a hot one. I don't know, how hot is it where you guys are at? Where are you all from? Let's just tell us your states. You know what state you're from, and if you guys would like to share exactly, roughly, how hot is it where you're at?
Becky, Lori, and Smoky Mountain Man, Simon, Howard.
Hello.
Hi, Howard Ellis, the Bigfoot 22 guy. Hi, Claudia.
Hey, Claudia.
How 400 steps at Mount Rushmore. It was a wonderful video. We did 400 steps.
It was down, most of it. Some of it was up.
It was like 10 stairs, and then get a landing, 10 more stairs, and then they had little benches along the way.
Yeah, so it wasn't hard.
Yeah,
you take your time with it.
Hi, Toe. Hello from Ella,
Vanessa.
Michigan.
Hey, Kimberly Jones. How you doing? Let's see here. We got everybody. I'm trying to.
Hi, Plant Gardens. Hi, yes. Marilyn Poodlemom and Jeff and Cheryl.
We
and
have
David.
11 states to visit.
Mm-hmm.
Just
seems
11.
Like a lot.
Yeah, just 11 states left.
I'm getting itch. Like I'm gonna just get them done and finish.
And 3 of those states are actually pretty close to Tennessee. So yeah, we're excited. I would say we're gonna probably finish up on the states sometime next year. Year, roughly. There's no rush. We're not in a rush. I know some folks are like, oh, you guys are, hey, we're not in no rush, guys. They're just. We like to try to get them done one day, and yeah. Hello, we got 97 in Nashville. We got 91 in Maryland. Wow, so the temperatures are pretty much 39 Celsius in Canada up in New Brunswick. That's 39 Celsius. Oh gosh, still warm, isn't it? 90s and to 72. Yeah, it's just extremely hot here.
Happy Sunday. Just jumped over from the Alaskan cruise videos.
Oh, wow.
How'd you guys like them? I think Alaska, we had very good weather, and we got to see tons and tons of whales. And
yeah, it was really great.
Yeah. A lot of walking.
Derry from Puerto Rico. We got some friends from Puerto Rico in here. Hello, hello. 85 degrees, Sean from Orlando says. That's cooler than we are, Sean. What the I did hear that Florida is actually a little cooler than we are here in Tennessee. So that's different.
Hi, Tennessee Whiskey, Lori, Josh, Kevin, David, Patricia, Sunny, Sherry.
Missy says it's in the 90s. Wow. So it is hot everywhere. It looks like 81 in Ohio. Well, it's great to see you all coming in. Has anybody got any plans to be in the Smoky Mountains this week with all the beautiful, great, warm weather?
Judah said she'll be in Gamburg in a week.
Oh, wow. And then you're supposed to get some storms coming in towards the end of the week, so which we need rain.
Hi, Farmer Brown. Hi, Ron and Gail. I didn't get my notifications. We got your letter here.
Yes, we do have your letter. We'll get that to a little bit later.
Looking forward to fall.
Yeah. Yes, I am. It seems like you go from like fall to you go from summer to like winter, right? And then from winter to summer around here, anyways. That's what it seems like. Actually, I can't complain. We had a pretty mild, cooler fall last year, and so it was really nice. It was really nice. A little. It felt a little cooler than some previous years. At least it did to me. So
hi, Lori and Dwayne. Hi, Victoria.
Dragonheart. How you doing? Happy birthday! Your birthday, and we won't be there until your birthday in December. Oh wow, December's a good month. Got Christmas going on, and of course celebrating your birthday. That'd be fun. Myrtle Beach, it's 97. That's good. Like, but it feels like 116. Yeah, with the dew point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of like it's probably not even good beach weather. Well, it has.
Hi, Tana and Veronica, Tennessee Whiskey.
Sometimes when that beach gets too hot, nobody wants to be out there either. So maybe in the water. But yeah, how's y'all doing? The Run Ringy Dingies in here. Hello, guys. We live in Newport. Oh wow, going to Frankenmuth at the end of the month. Yeah, Frankenmuth's a lot of fun. Michigan in general is a lot of fun. So much to do, especially if you can make it like up to like the west side of the state too. Traverse City, Mackinac Island. It's really great up in there also, as well. Michigan's a great state. Wisconsin, we enjoyed Wisconsin. We enjoyed Minnesota. The Dakotas are always fun and beautiful, absolutely beautiful, vast. You don't realize how big this country is until you make it into, the Great Plains. You know what I mean? You make it into, the Western states and stuff, and you go, oh my goodness. This country is huge. You're getting a blizzard tomorrow in Michigan. Love Dairy Queen. Just don't rob the Dairy Queen with a samurai sword toe. A samurai sword toe.
Too hot for anything but the air conditioning in South Carolina.
Our air conditioning seems to be struggling.
Got a question. Hi, Will and Dawn. I got a question. That's Pigeon Forge busy.
Right now, it's a little busy, but it hasn't been as busy as it's been in years past. I do feel.
The Esther fam. Hey, Dawn from Panama City, Florida. Hi.
I do feel that things are down just a little bit, but I mean, if you're coming, you're gonna have a good time. The heat people might be pushing off there. They might say if they have a flexibility in their schedule, they might say, let's hold off a week before we go down there, or, go up there to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg and see if it cools down a little bit. Because it can be miserable, especially if you're going to Dollywood. Oh my gosh, it can be miserable. If it's 95-degree days in the park, it can be miserable going to Dollywood. It's actually my least. If someone asked me what was my least liked time going to Dollywood, it would be extremely hot days in midsummer for Dollywood.
Hi, Tennessee Bound. Hi, Big Art.
Hello.
Ron and Gail.
A couple of Michiganders. Hello, guys. How you doing? UD, how you doing? We got a lot of folks from Michigan who have joined onto the channel, who have come and messaged us and said, hey, we're new. We found you, from your Michigan videos. And then we realized you were from Michigan, and we also like Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge. And so, guys, welcome to all those folks out there who have.
He got that, a couple months ago.
Yeah, I got this for the cruise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was for our last cruise we got.
4 months ago.
I would assume I think I got this for the last cruise.
It's about time you guys got home.
We've been home for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We were home. We got home the 4th of July day. We got home. That's when we got home. And we've been doing some work around the house. I've been editing videos. You know, of course, we were making videos all along on that trip. And, yeah, we've just been doing stuff around here. Feels good to be able to, you know, get some, you know, straightening up around here and just getting some things fixed and all that. And not have to worry too much about, you know, going out and filming some videos or being on the road
Hi,
or
Liz
whatever.
Cortez, Bill and Renee, Nick DeLeo.
I hope to see you at the Jeep Invasion. Yes, we'll be there.
Hi, Lizzie.
We will be there in a little yellow Jeep cruising around. Oh, by the way, I ordered ducks, didn't I? A bunch of ducks. So we're going to be going around ducking during the Jeep Invasion. We got some ducks for some future cruises.
Where's your loyal hat for the water buffaloes?
Oh, it's back here. It's right, oh, you see right there. Right on my shoulder there. See? No, this one. I'm in reverse here. It's right there.
Oh.
That's where it's at.
Great pumpkin.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that hat. It's fun. It was fun. It wasn't badly priced. Sometimes when I see things, I go, that'd be kind of a cool, fun thing to do. You know, something you're not going to wear ever. But it was like $15. And I go, it's worth $15, you know. And I'll keep my head warm. And keep it. When it gets cold outside, I'll wear it. People give you weird looks, and they'll look at you funny when you wear it, though. We got Lori from Canada, looks like, from Amherstburg. I can't say that. Hello. I know exactly what part of Ontario you're from. It's Lori and Rob. Hey, guys. We got Kendra Smith's in here. Colette is in here. Kevin, Tennessee Bound, Dizzy, Lizzie. Welcome, everybody. How y'all doing? Kim. I liked last year's Christmas week. So long with the 727. Excuse me, I'm gonna get some water here. I got this little frog I call it a frog in my mouth, and I've had it ever since I've been out west, and I can't get rid of it.
Oh, Christine said we're going to go on the Allure of the Seas at the end of the month. Oh, I hope you have a good time. Sounds fun.
We actually seen the Allure. It was parked next to us on one of our cruises, and that ship looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I heard good things about it.
Yeah.
And of course, it's part of that, you know, it's some of the biggest ships in the world. The Allure is part of that class, with, you know, like with the Wonder and all that, right? So that is really cool. That sounds fun. Yeah, the Jeep Invasion. We will be at the Jeep Invasion, right? I believe so. Mm-hmm. I believe we have plans to be at the Jeep Invasion this year. So,
Kit Kat.
Unless something changes, things can always change with us. But I think we have that pretty much as one of the things we're going to be at this year. Hey, Will and Dawn, Ron and Liz from Delaware. Hello, guys. How you doing? Liz Cortez, how you doing? I thought you mean real ducks. Oh, no.
Anaheim of the Seas is a really nice ship also.
What is?
Anaheim. And
Anthem of the Seas, yes.
Anthem of the Seas.
Yes. There's a lot of great, Royal Caribbean does have some really good ships, guys.
We want like a close up of the map. I don't know how
we'll get here in a second. I gotta put pins on it tonight.
It's heavy.
Well, it's heavy. It's kind of sitting up there. I'll try to bring it up. It's very fragile. I have to get a cork board now, like with a wooden frame, and I have to redo it all. I'm gonna put a whole new United States map on there. This here has just got a cardboard backing that I pulled out of something we bought, and then I glued it technically to it, and stuck the pins on there. And now it's getting serious. We have to make a bigger, better one. We might even have to make one for Europe. We're talking about making one for Europe, with Europe, maybe Asia, maybe a little smaller, but
hi, Southern Life. We got 500 people watching with the 100K subscribers. That's respectable.
Is it? I don't.
We don't have 100K, do we?
No, we're getting close, I think. But Well, thank you. I appreciate
thank you.
that. Any recommendations on place to stay in Townsend? There's a lot of mom and pop places. Yeah, okay, that's cool. A lot of mom and pop places I do recommend in Townsend. It's going to be, that atmosphere, that original Gatlinburg feel, that Smoky Mountain feel in a lot of those hotels. And yeah, I don't know of any one particular, but they're all pretty good over there.
Southern Lights said you guys will be getting a plaque soon. Your plaque soon.
I don't even know where we're at. That is, I don't really pay much attention. I do pay attention to like how videos are doing and stuff, but I don't even know.
Said you should get one of those pull-down mats like you have in elementary school.
Well, you got to put the mat. You got to put the pins on.
Well, I mean, it would be,
Yeah.
And then get a pointer stick.
So I think we're about 1,500. We're about 1,500 subscribers, give or take, away from. Yes, you're right. We're going to be, I would say, probably by October.
RD Kid said you guys should go to the Crazy Horse Mountain in Custer, South Dakota.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We do have 4 more videos left on our trip.
Alert. Stay tuned.
We are going to start working on some videos this week in the Smoky Mountains. Yeah. So I know some folks are waiting patiently. Not everybody likes the road trip travels and stuff like that. So we are going to be making some Smoky Mountain stuff and some really cool stuff too at that. The heat is going to damper a little bit on some things we want to do just because it's so hot and miserable. And
we love Gatlinburg. So refreshing. The plaque is a huge goal for any YouTuber. It's a massive achievement. You're going to need to make room for your YouTube button soon.
Somewhere up there.
Eddie Stillman, Ringy Dingy has a surprise for our Jeep for the invasion. You guys go to Jeep? That's awesome.
Okay. Yes, I definitely want to get with you guys. We're going to be at Jeep Invasion. We might have a little meetup. I don't know. Not a meetup. It's kind of like we'll kind of just let you know where we're at. And if you're in, want to, get together. Southern Life got a check next to their name. You guys have a channel. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, you got a channel. That check mark is a check mark of excellence, is what I say. That is cool. That means you got over 100,000 and YouTube finally recognizes you as a YouTuber. I don't know.
Teresa says, I went to Crazy Horse in the 70s. Is it still the same? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
You have to compare from when you went in the 70s to what the video was coming out.
Yeah.
You got to tell us if it's the same or not.
Yeah.
I didn't go in the 70s there.
So you pretty much told everybody you went there. Yeah, obviously we told you we went.
I didn't say we went there. I said stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah,
Southern Life, you'll be there soon. Thank you so much, Southern
Life. We will. We'll probably by October.
These are bodybuilding. I'm a Jeeper. That's cool.
It's been a long haul. We went on YouTube for about 8 years, 9 years. We're going. I don't even know how many years we've been. It's been a while since 2016.
I bought my Jeep in 2015. It's 10 going on 11 years old, but I just love it.
Yeah. And so it's been but we're going to get there, guys. And we want to say thank you all out there because of course we couldn't do any of this at all, period, if it wasn't for you all out there. Watching the videos and subscribing and telling your friends, there's so many folks that'll come up to us saying, Beth from back in Ohio told me about your channel. We started watching it and we just love you too. And, we love your vlogs or we love the Smokies or whatever interests you. And so that means a lot. It means a lot. And I always say this is a community, scenario.
Hi, Marilyn Poodle Mom, Rope Parks. And Southern Life said, my wife is a Yankee from the South, and she's from Michigan, but we're in Sarasota now. Sarasota, Minnesota.
Beautiful. I've been down there a couple times, and I love it down there, especially in the winter months. I love Florida in the winter months.
Hi, Road Trip Treasures. That's awesome. We're going to go back and start watching some of your older videos. Smoky Mountain Man, we love Will and Dawn. Hi, Smoky Mountain Man.
Hey, Ken S.
We love our Yankee in the South.
Well, thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
Enjoyed the SD videos.
South Dakota was amazing, guys. It really is. Too bad it wasn't closer to home. It is a drive. It's a good solid 2-day drive to get from here to there. It's a good 2 solid day drive. I guess we could always fly in. But I would like to get back because there are some things we did miss. But I don't like to always do everything because I like to give an excuse to come back.
Christian said, "You're gonna get the yellow Jeep lifted with some tires before Jeep Week." I like it the way it is. I'm gonna keep it like for me. That's I bought that in 2015. I want to keep it like that. I'm like, I guess I'm old school.
So how many states have we been to? We have 11 left is what we have. We have 11 left. Yeah, can't say that tonight. So states that we have left is there's 3 states that are real close to us, and we're actually shamed that we have not been there, especially with us being called Yankee in the South, and that's Mississippi. Except for one, I'll take it back. So we have been to Arkansas quite a few times, but the rules on this one is that we have to make a vlog in that state. That's our rule. So,
oh boy, Kim said there was a fire at the house under rock and a train exhibits.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Ooh, I wonder how that broke out.
I don't know. Wow, that's not good. And we haven't been to Louisiana. So, what states we have left? Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, Idaho, Oregon, Washington, and Hawaii. So Hawaii being Dawn's
hi Michelle.
Dawn's super excited for Hawaii.
The excitement and Dawn's facing the Mount Rushmore. But yeah, when you're driving up to it, it was just amazing from the road. It was like, wow. That was like a wow factor just to see it driving up and through the road. And then we walked up there. It was just amazing. Then we seen a bunch of little chipmunks. They're so cute.
You know, it's like anything. When you, it's kind of like when we saw the
Chippendale.
It's kind of like when we saw the Eiffel Tower or Big Ben. You see it all your life in magazines and books and movies. And when you see it for real, in real life with your own eyes, it's just unexplainable. You know, it's unexplainable.
It was a wow factor.
And so that was one of those moments, you know, where it's like, oh my gosh, there's the real. You know,
hi Tennessee Bound. So. Dawn, can you guys say hi to my twin 5-year-old grandbabies, Olivia and Sophia? They watch you guys all the time with us. Excuse me. Hi, Olivia and Sophia. Hi, UD Brody. Hi, Kim BAA Sports. Yes, I'm geeked and geared for Hawaii. They said the people, you guys have told us in the past, like a year ago, the best way to do Hawaii is on a cruise because then that way it goes to the different islands out there. So
you just want to go on a cruise.
Well, no, the best way to do Hawaii is on a cruise. And we were told that a year or two ago. Yeah. I'm so geeked. I want to get my 11 states done or 50 states done.
So technically we only need 10 states because we've been to Arkansas, but because, you know, we made this really quirky rule up, what do you want to call it? Saying that, hey, we got to like make a vlog in each one. Now there's one state we need to go back in vlog, make it a dedicated vlog. And that would have been New Jersey. We started the vlog going to New York City in New Jersey, which technically gives us New Jersey. Now, here's the kicker. I have been to New Jersey. We've stayed the night in New Jersey probably 10 times. So we kind of just counted New Jersey. But I do want to get back to New Jersey. I just said New Jersey like 10 times that night. And do a dedicated vlog, which we will. We'll get there one day. Somebody said something about Canada.
Someone said something about what is the prettiest waterfall in the Smokies?
Oh, they're all beautiful.
The one we walked behind.
I like Grotto, but Laurel Falls is probably one of like, you know, the gems that people will see. Ramsey's Cascades is absolutely amazing. The problem is you got to do an 8-mile round trip hike to get there. That's the problem.
You better take like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with you with some apples.
It's very
took apples and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and a bunch of water with us.
We've been there twice, and it's a tough hike though. It is tough. It's you want to be. Southern Life says, I've only been to Canada outside of the United States. How many times have you been to Canada? Oh, I have family who lives in Toronto, so I go to Toronto quite often. So I've been to Ontario, but we've been to Ontario, we've been to Ottawa, and we've been to British Columbia, and that was because of our cruise. We went to Vancouver and went up to all that just recently.
Joe asked,
So,
how long did it actually take you to find a gas station out there?
Oh gosh, guys, we were almost empty.
Whenever we see a gas station, we'd stop and fill it up. That's
now, mind you, I was taking back roads. I must have thought, oh, it's going to be a great thing to take back roads in the state of North Dakota.
Whew.
That there, I do suggest it because it's beautiful, but my gosh, you better plan out your gas like perfectly. Thank God I filled up when I did, and thank God if you see gas anywhere, especially when you're out west, you should fill up. You should never go below a half a tank, right? I mean, that's something that was told me years ago. Mm-hmm. Never go below a half a tank when you're out west because, you know.
Every time we'd see one, we'd stop and fill it up. The one was weird. I was like, the gas station was over here, but then the store was like down the road. It's like, how do you pay for this? I guess you pay at the pump. That was strange.
The Air Force Academy in Colorado is good. So we do have plans to go back out west again to do the rest of the states.
We got to do the rest of the states.
Most likely we're going to be flying in, though, to do a lot of those states for a couple of reasons. One, it can be very costly to drive across the country. And even though it's a fun trip, it's a few days to get there, a few days to get back, which I do like road trips. But we both agreed that the cost of things and everything else, it's better to, in our case, it's better to fly into, say, Denver and then just go out from there, spend a week doing it, come back, maybe fly out to, Eugene or, Oregon or wherever, do some states, come back, so that will be the future. Yet again, I think sometime next year, we'll try to finish up with all the states, except for maybe Hawaii. We don't know. Maybe Hawaii will happen quicker than the other states. Who knows? We do know one thing. This winter, we will be down in, at least we're going to try to hit Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Now, there's a few things in Mississippi we want to hit. There's lots of things in Mississippi we want to do. Mm-hmm. Of course, Louisiana, there's a bunch of things to do too. So there's a lot of things, guys. I think you guys are like us too. It's kind of like Hawaii cruise for Dawn. That's what Dawn wants. Yes.
Well, they say if you do Hawaii, you should do it on a cruise because you get to go to those different islands out there.
Well, it's not a bad thing. You could fly in, spend a few days in, the big island.
Okay, whatever.
Right?
Whatever.
And then take the cruise.
Yeah.
And then fly out, right?
We had to fly in to take me on the cruise.
Yeah. Colorado's beautiful. Colorado, I've been there. I was very young.
That'd be something to do, a helicopter ride in Hawaii.
And yeah, Denver. Yeah, Colorado is definitely a place we want to go, and that will be a big. It's kind of an easy one for us because there's a lot of flights that are easy for us to get to Denver from here. So Denver's kind of with easy traveling.
Winter in the south won't be melting in the heat.
Ramsey's here.
Sounds like Dan's going with or without Will.
Kathy says they're going to Niagara on the Lake. Yes, we've been there. It was kind of the touristy town I went to when I lived in Michigan for many years. Niagara Falls in general, very nice area. So much to do and take in. Yeah. And the exchange rate, I think, is still really good with Canada if you're an American. So, I think it's not so bad to do Canada right now. I don't know what the exchange rates are at the moment, but they were in favor, favoring the American dollar there for a while. So it can be expensive. I remember one of the times when our dollar wasn't doing so well and the price of things in Canada. And I remember claiming VAT. This is something I used to do. I don't know if I get you still do. I think you can still do it. You can go back to the border, claim your VAT or your your taxes and stuff. It's just a whole thing. We haven't done it the last couple trips because we were just in a hurry just to, and this and that and the other thing. So 8 miles. Have we been to Maryland? Yes, I love Maryland. The beaches. Oh my gosh, we had a good time. Yes. Oh gosh, what was the beach that we really loved in Maryland? I got a pin for it. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm going to be
cut paper.
Ocean City. Ocean City. Yes, Ocean City is really great. One of my favorite beaches that we went to. I loved the old schoolness of it and very nice. Maryland is a really cool state because you guys, you got Washington, D.C. right there.
What's your favorite state so far, and what's your favorite pin? Are you answering that?
My favorite state is Tennessee. Florida always puts a place on my heart because of the adventures we had growing up there. You know what I mean? Florida has always been in my heart. You know what I mean? Of course, Michigan's a beautiful state. But let's just not say, I guess let's make it interesting. Let's not use Tennessee. Let's not use Michigan. Let's not use Florida. What is the most beautiful? Alaska. Alaska is just outright, just amazing, guys. I wouldn't want to live there during the winter.
I don't think you can. I think
you can.
A lot of those people got to fly out.
Some people, a lot of people in that industry will fly out.
Fly out and stay only for 5 months.
But Alaska is just amazing, guys. It really is.
Jay said we're gonna go to Italy for a whole month full month next spring. Any European trips planned for you?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, we're watching a lot of different things right now. The price of things are just, obviously you all know that. Everybody knows that. The price of things are just crazy, out of control, it seems like. And we're just, we got, we got a budget for things too,
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not 100% sure. It depends on, the one thing we do know is that inflation is going to keep just going. It's just going to keep going. It depends. It all depends on a lot of factors. We'll always do some things around here. That's what it comes down to. We got to weigh, on our trips, we want to, weigh, do we go and just do one great big huge trip to Europe and then, not have any travel, budget for the rest of the year? Or do we just say, okay, let's not do Europe right now. Let's break that budget down and just stay in the area, stay in the region, and have, money to do all year long, right? So that's what we got to really weigh. I think a lot of YouTube creators that we've talked to has said that they have to, you got to watch, things are going, hotels are, I remember nights we used to get hotels for $75, $90 a night. Now you can get caught on a weekend out there and pay $200 to $300 for one night. We were caught in South Dakota once at $220 a night. And that was there around the Mount Rushmore area. And there was nothing cheaper. We would have to drive well over 100 miles out of that area to get a hotel, a cheaper hotel. And if you add up all that extra time and travel and all that, you might as well just book the $200 a night, $229 a night hotel. So, but we were very lucky on this last trip. Most of our hotels were under $100. Most of them were under $100. So we were very, very lucky. I do know one thing. If you're going to vacation up in New England states this time of year, be prepared to spend $150 plus a night, $200 a night, $300 a night, because that's it's expensive up there. It's a big tourist area. But
have you ever been to Salem in October? No. Tennessee is my wife's favorite state.
Mom's travel team says, is content creation your main source of income? No, not 100%, but
what's up,
it does help.
Beats? Hi, Dope Beats. I'm going to be in Townsend next week for the Volkswagen show. Come on by.
Okay. Yeah, the Volkswagen shows come up. There's a bunch of shows coming up. I was looking at a list of all the shows that were coming up.
I'm looking for the thing.
Southern California hotels are pricey. Yeah. When we were going around Chicago, we talked about maybe staying a night or two in Chicago. And because we like that area. Of course, the food is amazing there. But I would say that at least the area we want to stay in, the cheapest hotel in the Chicago area for that time we wanted to visit was about $400 or $500 a night.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get up into North Chicago before they started to get reasonable again.
Any plans to go to China? I don't think so.
No,
Great Wall of China?
I haven't even.
I heard it would take you months to walk the Great Wall of China. Months and days. Hi, Michiganders and the Smokies.
Hello, how you doing? Hey, Greg. I'm going to be in Townsend next week for the Volkswagen show. There's a I don't want to call them rice burners. I know that's not the name for them, but they're coming to town real soon, I think, too. They got a convention or something coming up, too. I can't remember when that was. Ocean City is your first job. Ocean City's a lot of fun. Hey, Swan, how you doing? Davis's mother-in-law used to live in Sevierville. Is the best. This area is really great. Folks here are always really friendly. I just love everything. You got a national park in your back there. We were out in Dakota, in North Dakota. No, South Dakota. And I was talking to one of the folks who worked at the hotel we were staying at. And they were like, oh, you're from Tennessee? And she was asking a lot of questions, remember? And she said, are the people nice out there? Because I guess the people are very friendly in South Dakota. They were everybody was really cool there. We talked to a ranger about that deer that we saw, the ant with the arrow in him. And he would just talk. We just talking our ear off. Where are you from? We're like, we're from Tennessee. Oh, the Great Smoky Mountains. I would love. He said, I'd like to get transferred there. He says a lot of folks always talk about getting transferred to the Smoky Mountains. Of course, he's a national park ranger, and he just talked about everything, about how much living was, how this, how that, and all that. Very, very nice guy. We asked him a bunch of questions, and very, very nice. And then everybody we ran into there in South Dakota were very nice.
Frankenstein Attic, are you guys going to go to Mayberry Days?
I'm not 100% sure yet.
Are you guys planning another trip to Lancaster, Hershey area?
I would like to. I would like to visit everything in the world, guys. I guess let's be honest. If I could do that, I would be there. Let's see what else we got going on here. My ear is itchy. Why do I get on these live streams and everything wants to itch? I want to cough. I want to drink water. Maybe because I have I don't know. Like I'm I don't know. Maybe I'm like nervous or something, right? I don't know. I think I've been doing this long enough. We've been live streaming for like 8 years. We've been doing almost every Sunday, give or take.
Yeah, the House on the Rock was unbelievable. Yes. It's really hard to take it all in. It's like after about 3 hours, I was starting to get antsy. Okay, I'm going to come to the gift shop really soon. Where's the gift shop? Oh, the lady's like, oh, it won't be much longer now. Yeah, another 2 minutes to an hour goes by. Then the door says exit to the gift shop, but then you go outside, and it's like, well,
I think there was a couple points there where you could have just skipped out of it. You know what I mean? You didn't have to I do recommend doing the whole thing. I do recommend using a whole day to do it. If you're going to Dell's,
just plan the whole day there.
So if you're staying in Dell's, which I do recommend, if you're going to Dell's and you want to make a side trip, it's about a 50-minute drive.
I'll be right back.
From the Dells to where the House on the Rock is. Also, if you're into Frank Lloyd Wright, there's a whole thing there on him, and he's got his house and all that there. And We didn't get to do it this time because we were just pressed for time. We had to get to Mount Rushmore. So we will be back. We will be back. There's a bunch of things there. You can't do that area. I will probably go back and do House on a Rock again. Yes, we do have some new pins. I will be we'll be showing those here shortly. Yes, Mount Rushmore, Southern Gospel Lady. It is really awesome. Kim's in here. We'll be in Maryland, Ocean City, Maryland, 7/28 to 8/1. Then heading to Dollywood to finish it out. That is an awesome trip, Kim. That is an awesome trip. Am I allergic to you, Sharon? No, I don't know. I just seems like I get in this little room. This room is stuffy. The sun hits this side of the house, and this room here, I don't know why, but it's just stuffy. It's a stuffy little room. Did a great job. Thank you so much, Curtis family.
Hi, Curtis family. Hi, Beverly Wild Woman. Hi, Sharon and Roz.
I don't get everything right on these videos.
House on a Rock was crazy.
I take when we make these videos, I take them as they come at us, and sometimes I don't get everything right. Sometimes I don't shoot everything right. But that's the I guess that's the realness of what we do. I don't go back and voice over my videos unless somehow the audio gets messed up or something. I like to do things on the fly. I like to be real about it, just as we were walking through it, the way we do, the way anybody would.
I'm looking for that thing. Here it is. Okay.
If I went back to Alaska, would I take the same cruise line? John, I had no problem with doing a Holland America, especially for Alaska. They're really, really good. They've been doing it longer than anybody else. They're one of the first cruise lines to do Alaska. Now, with that sitting aside, Dawn and I are naturally, we want to do different cruise lines altogether. So we would like to do a different cruise line next time. But I wouldn't mind even doing another New Holland. Mm-hmm. I say New Holland or Holland America. Hell, is it New Holland a tractor? Yes. Did I say New Holland? I said New Holland. Anyways, that's my brain going in the other direction. Anyways, yeah. So hell, I would definitely do. I like to do another ship. Just something different. I would not turn it down. We're looking at Princess, right? And we're looking at what's the one that one YouTube couple just went on that we saw the video for, and I go, that would be kind of cool, even though their food didn't look very well, and I think they even said their food wasn't that well or something, or did they say the food was well? Anyways, I'm not sure. I can't remember, but anyways, yeah, we can do something like that.
Thank you so much. Gio said, I saw your guys' YITS sticker and the Woo video today. Oh, okay.
And the Woo video. I have not seen. I know Adam's parents have an anniversary. And I know Adam's going to turn 50 here pretty soon. Happy birthday. I think he's still a few days. I think he's still a little bit off.
40 days away.
40 days away?
Yeah.
Anyways, happy birthday to him. Yeah, I know he has a magnet on his refrigerator that we gave him when he was. Adam's a cool guy.
I enjoyed your video about the circuses. Did they have any animals besides dogs and horses?
No. Circuses have kind of turned away from a lot of the animals. Mostly it's just domesticated animals. Of course, they're getting the same type of flack that SeaWorld or anybody else that uses animals are getting these days. And so, yeah, you won't see circuses have like lions and tigers as much. I imagine they're out there. They still exist, maybe.
They keep talking about the fire and the rock in the house.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I had no clue. I didn't see nothing come by my thing.
Hi, Smoky Mountain Treasure Hunters, Lottery Scratchers.
Marie Bruzowski says Adam turns 50 on 8/10. Yeah, I know he has a birthday coming up in August. 50 years old. He's done a lot in his years on this planet, and he, if you've been watching him over the years, he's a YouTuber. If you don't know who he is, check out the Daily Woo. He has seen just about everything, and he is getting ready. And this is exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited for him, and I'm excited because it's kind of like I don't know, something I would like to do. But he's going to go international. He's really going to go overseas. He's going to go to places that he has never seen before. And when you're a YouTube creator and you go to a place that you have never been before,
Happy birthday!
It's good content. It's probably some of the best content. Dawn and I are still lucky because there's still states we have never been to. It's not like we're going to Ohio for the 900th time.
We drive through Ohio.
We're not, and no offense to what we do around here, but, we can go to Dollywood about 50 times a year sometimes. And if you go to Dollywood that much, it's not always, how do I say this? You know what I mean? I think it's when you start going to like places and you start noticing that they move the trash cans to the other side of the walkway, I think you might be going to that place too many times, right? You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what I mean by it. And you get excited for the littlest things, right? So I still love going. I still love going to the park, the theme, the atmosphere and everything else. But when you go as many times as it's not the same. But we get stoked. Like when we see Mount Rushmore, things we've never seen before, So congratulations to Adam. Adam's parents are celebrating their 55th. Yeah, I saw that. We got to meet his mom and dad before. Very, very nice folks. Good folks there. Very nice. Got him a room at the Riviera. That's what you were saying. That he got him a room. That's awesome. Nothing like experience other countries. Oh, Rachel, I've got this thing about like going to Egypt, and I got this thing about going to Israel, and I got this thing about going to Japan, and just all those pictures you've seen, and all those bucket places, Australia, even though Dawn's afraid of the snakes.
Yeah, I'm not fond of it.
I want to go to the Ivory Coast. You guys know what the Ivory Coast is? I don't know. I don't think the Ivory Coast is it's in Africa. It's
go to Egypt.
Yeah, I would love to. It's not really a touristy area, but I want to go there to see their native, a dance that they do there. You guys probably seen it on YouTube shorts where their body stays still, like the upper part, but their feet go, called I can't say it right. I'm not even going to attempt. It starts with a Z. Zenzuli. I don't know. I don't even want to. I'm going to mess it up, but I want to go there and see that dance. Now, I did look into it a little while ago. Like, can you fly there? Do they put these dances on for public view? Even if they come here to the United States or they go somewhere to perform these, I can't find much information about them traveling. It sounds like you're going to have to go there. And there's really no tourism infrastructure technically there. And it might not be the best area for tourists or just people like Dawn and I to go visit. You know what I'm saying? It might not be a safe place or what have you. So, but I would love to go there and see it in real life. I think it's really cool. It's almost like a trance. I love that type of stuff, and that'd be fun one day. Maybe Dollywood can bring them in. So they don't do the nations anymore. They don't do the Festival of Nations. But maybe Dollywood can bring them to Dollywood and they can perform their dance. It's amazing. See what I'm doing there? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get Dollywood to do things for me, right? Or something. I don't know. They probably are like, yeah, okay, whatever. I saw that gas in there was Chris, I'm not sure, $4.40 a gallon. Yeah, gas can be everything in Alaska is very expensive. Everything in Alaska is very, very expensive. Go swimming with the great whites. Oh, wow. That sounds like a good thing to do.
Not for me.
Dawn watched a movie the other day where this girl does get attacked by a great white. And it was kind of it was gross. It was really gross.
I started screaming.
Yeah.
Ooh.
South Africa. Yeah, it's Africa or South Africa. Whatever.
Jenny Amy, how about doing the ultimate world cruise for 9 months? Cruise underway on a serenade of the seas. That'd be cool.
Ross is in here. BAA Sports. Hello.
Would you ever do a group cruise with your subscribers?
We're actually
with the Dolphins.
We actually got a travel agent right now that has offered to set it up and take do everything. So someone's got to be in charge of that. And it's not going to be me. I will go on a cruise. I will pay to go on a cruise, and then you guys just want to join in. That's fine. But I don't want to be responsible for any of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want people, other than that, right?
Yeah.
Adam has moved the refrigerator magnets to his garage. Oh, yes, you're right, Judd. Moved it to his garage there.
What cruise line has the best food on board? We only been on 3 of them.
I thought that the food was really, really good on Holland America line. Royal Caribbean was really good.
MSC, I thought it was good too.
MSC it's more of a European style. I don't know if every American. We liked it.
I liked it.
But I could see a lot of people not liking it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see others not liking it. But I thought it was great. Of course, we do have another cruise booked on a different line that we've never been on coming up here. And I hear the food is really good on that one. So we'll see. We'll have a better understanding after that cruise.
Wow.
So
the president is going to be on at 8.
You guys need to go see. You guys need to go. You guys got to go listen to the president speak. Definitely.
We should do a riverboat cruise on the Mississippi. Didn't we look into that? They wanted like $10,000 per person, wasn't it?
So
that's a little pricey.
I looked into a riverboat cruise, and they're very expensive. A little more than I want. I mean, I'm not saying it's not to be a cool cruise. I could just do a lot of cruises in other places other than a riverboat or a river cruise for the cost of one, right? I mean, like, I don't know. I wouldn't turn it down, but Now, guys, definitely I understand that there's a lot of political in general going on. We're not a channel for politics. I did, of course, we all know, and it is what it is. We did hear what happened, with former president. I don't want to make sure I get all my things right because people are crazy when it comes to politics. I understand that. I'd say half the people that watch our channel are one side or the other. You know what I'm saying? The country's divided. I would pretty much assume our channel's probably got the same division, right? But we're not going to get into that. But I do. I think it was terrible what happened to former president and Republican nominee. That's or will be, and it's just sad. It is really sad, and it's just, and all that. Yet again, I do agree that all I got to say is that people have gotten cuckoo over the years. You guys all know that. You guys been watching us and watching these live streams over the years. You hear me say it. Dawn will say it. A lot of folks. People have went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs Especially, I've noticed a lot since COVID in general. And there's a lot of cuckoo for Cocoa Puff people out there. And it is what it is. It is what it is. But we don't talk about like a lot of politics. We don't. I understand what's, and everybody's seen. I know everybody's got strong emotions about everything. But that's something for another channel or another forum. I do appreciate you guys all coming in here and chatting about travel. We mostly talk about travel on this channel. We talk about Smoky Mountains. We talk about, other people's, you guys' travel plans, our travel plans, everything. And that's pretty much what this channel is about. It's a travel channel. It's listed in YouTube as a travel channel. It is not a politic channel. So, yes, I did see about Shannon Doherty, yeah. And Richard Simmons. I grew up, because we all grew up watching, or at least we knew who Richard Simmons was, right? He was that flamboyant, get you to get up and work out for at least a week and then give up on it. Dr. Ruth, yes, grew up very, very colorful. Not your average, I want to say grandmother, I guess you would say. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now, isn't there? So, yeah, enough politics. I know, like every channel out there right now has got politics on it. Like, let's have a night without politics. I will make it that I just don't agree what happened. You know what I'm saying? And that people are cuckoo out there. We all got to be, just got to be careful for ourselves and our families and our friends and family out there, because there is, trust me, I've in the last few years we've experienced some cuckoo people, some really cuckoo people, haven't we?
Yeah.
I mean,
cuckoo.
Nuts. And they're actually known to be nuts. And sometimes they're so nutty, the authorities know they're nuts, but they deem them nuts, and I guess it's okay. Right?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we know that person's nutty, but it's okay.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Hi, Roy and Maria. Hi, Jen. Africa is represented by Epcot, by food carts.
Is it?
Animal Kingdom is a real Africa.
Is it? It's a good taste of it, right? Anyways, let's see here. What do we got going on? Shelley Duvall. Yeah, Shelley Duvall. Oh my gosh, yes. The Shining. What else is there? Yeah, it doesn't it make you feel, I feel like I'm getting older when I start seeing people that I seen young in the movies, people we grew up watching on TV, people that we look up to. I would say we look up to some of these folks. We looked onto them for inspiration. We looked on them for entertainment. We looked on to those people. They were part of our lives, and to see them passing away, at least I feel that I'm getting older, right? And I mean, I was shocked the other day. Clint Eastwood is in the 90s. I was like, oh my, I remember him in Good and Bad and the Ugly, which is an older movie. It's older before my time. But I grew up thinking, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Buffett passed away. Yeah, I know. Like, these guys are always young in our hearts. We remember them being young. We remember them being in those favorite movies. And so it is. You start to realize you're not going to live forever, right? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if anybody out there thinks they're going to live forever. I guess there's a time in our lives we feel that we're going to, I don't know, live forever, and then we realize, guess what? That's not a reality. I will say one thing. So the other night I was falling asleep and I had some anxiety, which I don't normally get. I'm not a person to get anxiety. And there's been a lot of talk about like my blood pressure and things like that. And I started getting anxiety just before I went to bed because look at how fragile our heart's a very strong muscle, but it pumps. I don't know. You guys probably don't want to hear this, but it pumps. It's always there working, whether we're sleeping or we're not, right? And if it stops working, you're gone. I know this is probably making everybody feel nice, warm, and I don't know. I just got some anxiety from it. I was like, I don't know. Anyways, I just said, wow, just something that's so, you know what I'm saying? And it gives us our life, and I don't know. Anyways, okay. Any predictions for peak leaves? Michelle, I'm not even going to get into predictions for. I don't even want to predict. I try to help folks out. I want to try to be a help into trying to figure out like when the leaves are going to change. And people will ask me for my opinion, and as soon as I give it to them, then they'll go into telling me that I'm not right about that opinion, or they want to argue it out with you. So I just I don't know when the leaves are going to change. Sometime in October. I will try to keep on it as the leaf season happens and usually I put a video out immediately. This is what the leaves look like. This is what the leaves look like. But I'm depressed going to be 72 in August, Marie. You're still young, Marie. People are living like to be 90s. I have I got a family member who's going to probably reach 100 years old coming up here. So I don't want to get too much detail. They don't like their lives being put out onto the internets, but they're going to be celebrating. They're getting real close to celebrate 100 years. So that's pretty impressive.
Who?
We can't say on there,
Hi, happily ever after. Oh, wow. Sharon said my grandpa will be 99 years old in September. Congratulations on that.
Any plans to check out some of the haunted houses this fall? The problem with haunted houses is that not all of them allow you to film, and you got to get special permission, and there's already a bunch of really great YouTubers that know way more than we know about any of that stuff that do them already. I would love to, if I'm invited out, I'll go through there and scream and make a blurry video. And but other than that, I don't really chase it down. So the temperature here is like what, 96, 97 degrees. Yeah. It's hot. The humidity is kind of low. It's down in, I think, the mid 20s or something, humidity wise. So it's kind of just a hot, dry, almost dry, hot heat here. I have more humidity inside my house than I do outside, which is usually not the case. You guys should plan. You guys should plan an overnight stay in LeConte. John, you're right. I know there's at the end of the year there comes a window where you can book. I hope I got that right. Where you can book a overnight stay up there. You just got to book it well in advance, and if you don't attend or you get sick, something happens, I guess you're just out of it, I guess, in a way. So because you had caffeine before it, I don't know. I just got some weird anxiety about how fragile everybody's heart is. Even though I don't have any heart problems that I know of, like doctors never said nothing about it. They did tests, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird, like, I don't know. Do you guys get that way? Is that weird? Do you guys ever get like a little anxiety about something? I'm not a person to get anxiety, but sometimes before I go to bed, I've gotten anxiety before about just little things. Kind of puts you in a weird scenario.
Well, God is always there to help you with anything.
Any advice for a diabetic?
Happy birthday, Roy Maria.
Absolutely none. I just know diabetes is a very
it's not fun.
My dad had it, and it's an uphill battle. Just definitely try to eat right. That's all I could say about that. Exercise too. That's all I could say. I'm not a doctor or nothing.
It's Maria's birthday on Wednesday. Happy birthday,
happy birthday.
Maria.
Happy birthday, Maria.
About my health.
Happy birthday.
Caffeine causes anxiety.
I don't know if I had any that night.
We've been drinking water.
We're drinking water.
We're getting better.
Yeah.
We're working on.
Yeah. I mean, on the trip, we drink mostly all water. Our cooler was still full of water at all times. But when we go to, let's just say we go out to eat somewhere, and our meal, let's just say we go to McDonald's, and our meal comes with like a drink. We'll usually get a soda. But that's really the only time we get it. It's very rare. I don't keep any in the house anymore.
Nope, not anymore.
Nothing in the house anymore. So
the ET said the shirt looks good on you, Will.
Well, thank you.
It gets a lot of confidence in these shirts, and they're as hot as it gets here. They're so lightweight and airy, and it helps with the heat.
I can't drink without flavor. We do have
flavor enhancers.
We do have flavor enhancers.
We drink plain water and we put the enhancers in.
And I kind of stepped down. So what it is, I was getting these and putting flavor enhancers. Then I backed out of the flavor enhancers, and I'm mostly just regular water straight up. But I do put some flavor in it because you know what? Drinking water all the time sucks.
I know. I've cut back on my soda drinking. We don't keep it in the house anymore. Hi, 25,000.
Hey, Tony, how you doing?
Hi, Todd.
Oh, you guys, I'm going to get into these pins. You guys want to see the pins? I know there's some folks out there want to see the pins.
I got my Colombian hat at a Colombian store, I think at the Mall of America. Yes. I've been wanting a pink Colombian hat and finally got one. I was like, oh, wow. Then I put it on. I'm like, oh, it don't fit me. And Will's like, well, you got to adjust it. So he adjusted it.
Yeah, so it's got like adjustment. We want to. Did you show Rhonda's? Okay, so
no, you got two.
All right. So Rhonda's. You guys all know Rhonda out there. Rhonda Gale. Of course, we were in Chicago. We stopped and say hi to her. You guys seen her in the video real quick when we were heading up to Wisconsin, and we got back and she had a card in the box, and I wanted to show you. I want to share it with you. We usually share the cards with you. It says thank you. Very, very, very nice card.
Mm-hmm. It's a very pretty
card. To Will and Dawn. Thanks for the visit. It was a surprise. Yeah, because I called her. I'm like, hey, Rhonda. And she picked up. And I go, Rhonda, it's Will and Dawn. She goes, hey, Will and Dawn, how you doing? Right? I think she was shocked that we were like, calling her. I'm like, so what are you doing? And she's like, well, don't have much going on right now, which, I said, well, we're coming over. No, actually, it didn't go that way. Of course, I said, here's two weirdos. You know us from the internet, but if you don't feel comfortable, meeting up with us two weirdos.
That cucumber roll was the bomb.
Yeah. If you don't, good night, Lisa. And if you don't, you don't feel comfortable, hanging out with two weirdos. And she's like, oh, no, you guys are not weird to me. I know you, of course we talk all the time. I said, we're coming over. And so we come over and we got to sit around and talk, and it was a good time. And, and thank you so much, Rhonda. And this is, Rhonda and her mom and everybody, and her people out there, her brother. And thank you so much, everybody. It was great. I don't know if she's even in here right now. She might have. She's got a lot going on too. Rhonda does, a lot going on. So, Tony's in here. Tony, are you causing trouble? Hey, Cammie. You plan on doing any camping? I always have plans to camp. I just I don't know. It all depends. It all depends. I don't know. Like right now, I'm not camping because it's too hot.
It's too hot.
I ain't camping in this. Ever since that one camping trip we went on, it was like 90 degrees and it was miserable. And you stick to
When you got to peel your clothes off like a banana peel, it's not fun.
It's not fun. So
and the sweat is so bad, and then you have to put them back on with the sweat drenched. No
so
thanks.
am I a wussy? Yes, I'm a wussy. I don't like to be all nasty and sweaty and sleeping at night and it's still 100 degrees outside, right? I'd just rather wait. But I would definitely do some. Hey Johnny, how you doing? You stopped drinking soda? Wow. It's hard. It's hard. I get headaches all the time. I mean, I'm still battling caffeine. I do have a couple Mios that have caffeine in it. I'll drink one of those in the morning. I'll squirt a couple squirts in there. It seems to cut the edge off. I know I sound like some kind of, I guess you are addicted to caffeine, right? And it takes the edge off of it, right? But I've actually backed away from that quite a bit. So it's
Tony said, I wish Will Don knew where I lived and surprise visited me.
Tony, I know where you live.
He wants a surprise visit. We don't even know if you're going to be
A
on the road or
surprise
not on
visit.
the road. Or
Tony lives in that mansion. Kidney problems. Had to quit soda.
Yeah, we're doing a lot better without. We're drinking a lot more water now.
Yeah, it's been something that.
I mean, I can't quit cold turkey, but we did a lot better.
If it's offered to us,
like McDonald's or something, a meal, or
if we're out and
Taco Bell
about and it's offered to us,
drink with the meal.
But don't get me wrong, if the option can come with water, like if we go sit down at a restaurant, we'll get water.
I'd love to go to Japan one day.
But we stop off at Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
And I order a chicken sandwich and a fry. Well, I try not to get the fries, but and a drink, I'll get the drink.
We're slowly cutting back on stuff. It's
Trust me,
take a while. Yeah,
I'm very impressed because we have cut a lot out.
We did a lot cutting out.
Bill says, "Why don't you drive the Jeep in the Gatlinburg Parade?" I know people have been asking us for years to do that. I don't know. why we never. Would you go to Japan? Yes, definitely go to Japan. We've been looking heavily into it. And we wouldn't be going to Japan alone either. There's actually some other folks that we've been talking about going to Japan with too. So it wouldn't just be us. And the one friend of ours knows a lot about Japan. So we wouldn't be like, totally out of water there. Water is one of those things. Like I sometimes you just get sick of drinking water, right? You just, you need to add something to it. Okay, we're gonna get to these pins real quick. Okay, I want to get to the pins because I want to get these because it's like 8:00, right?
Hi, Pixie Dust Travelers.
So
count me in.
Hey, Pixie, you guys want to go? There's some people want to go to Japan. Actually, I don't know if there's anybody out there that would like to go camping with us that don't mind tent camping or having a little fun. You could reach out to me. Not right away. Not right away. But
it's too hot.
We have another YouTuber couple that we've already and I think it'd be kind of cool to get a couple others, right? To go camping. So if you guys are out there, you don't have to necessarily be any. I guess what I mean is you don't have to necessarily be a YouTuber. You just got to be comfortable with people putting cameras everywhere, right? Because there's going to be a couple where they're going to film everything, right? So you got to be kind of comfortable with that. It's kind of hard. I mean, we can kind of limit you. Like the worst thing you do when you're a YouTuber is you go out with some folks and they know you're a YouTuber and they know you're going there to film, and then they turn around to you and they say, I really don't want to be in the videos. It's like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? So, all that. Okay, I'm gonna get this. Count me in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do some camping. Most likely the camping will be here in the Smoky Mountain area. So if you guys are interested, you send me an email. This is something that won't happen until October. Okay. It won't happen until October. So you don't have to email right away. You can think about it. But I will announce it again. And we can talk about it then. Or Indiana Beach.
I brought you guys a few weeks
camp?
ago telling you about to go on an Alaskan cruise in Holland, America. We got back 3 weeks ago. It was amazing. We had such a great time. That's awesome. I hope you guys had good weather in there.
Smoky Mountain Cats Cruise said they'll go camping. Yeah, and this is something we need to like contact them so we can go get our sites together. You know what I mean, and all that. You know, and I guess in other words, if you're not a YouTuber, I mean it'd be okay. It won't be a big group. We'll have to limit it to a point. Like if I get like 300 people like reach out, I want to go camping. That's going to be crazy. I don't know if we can do that. But if there's a few people who want to go and they don't mind cameras or they have a YouTube channel, that's fine. But let's not talk about that right now. Let's talk about it a little bit like October, because I got a lot going on until like October. So the leaves will be changing, cooler. The leaves will be changing, or maybe it might be fun to camp during that time. If you guys all get my drift. Have you ever thought about doing a review on Holiday World Amusement Park? Yes, Gus, that's one of those places that we just need to get to, and we talked about it for years, and we've never made it. Wild Lives of the Bears. Let's see here, me right there. We love the camp. All right, guys, I'm gonna get to these. I'm gonna get to these pins here. You ready for the pins?
Yeah.
Okay. So first pin, you guys all know, we went to, we put the ones for Wisconsin up there. So you guys didn't see that the last live stream. We put all the pins from Wisconsin. Now we're going to Minnesota. So the first one from Minnesota is this really cool one that, and the state of Minnesota is like this really shiny gold color. And of course you got, a moose and all the north woodland creatures. And the Land of 1,000 Lakes. So we're going to go ahead and put that one on. And then we were at the M&M store. And we got this one here. And it's, it's just Minnesota with an M&M where mini. And then, of course, another one for MS. So what it was, sometimes it's hard to find these pins. Sometimes it is. And I thought we were going to have a hard time finding Minnesota pins.
Our state.
And here's the other one. All three of these are from M&M, right? And then we got this one here. These are from the Mall of America. This one here is Paul Bunyan, Babe the Blue Ox. Anyways, that there. Yeah, let's put those up. So we're going to put the Minnesota ones up. And then I'll try to bring it up closer. I know some folks are wanting to see. The Land of 1,000 Likes. Yeah, that would be... you guys have... I should be like a lot of those YouTubers out there. If you haven't right now, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Someone told me that I'm doing it all wrong. The reason why we don't have 100,000 subscribers on this channel is because I don't come in randomly in our videos and say, are you subscribed right now? Maybe you should, you know what I mean? And do like a thing, every now and then. And I was like, nah, they already got to sit through the intro and the outro. They don't need me coming in there in the middle and doing it. Okay, here we go. So we're going to put these in Minnesota. We're going to put, I think we're going to put Paul Bunyan and Babe up
Paul
here.
Paul Bunyan with the blue ox.
Because he lives in the North Country, right? Oh, we got to move over. He lives in the North Country, right? So we're going to put him in the North Country. And then these M&M ones, I got so many of them. I got 3 of them. I'll put that up there too. And a little hat. I'll put him up here near Michigan. Because it gets cold up there. And then the moose. If you were a moose, you'd be right here on the border.
A moose. I don't think they had moose there, but whatever.
Yeah, they do. It's like almost like Upper Michigan. Technically, you would think that's the UP of Michigan would be probably part of Minnesota or Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
And then, last but not least,
Barry Kenny, is Dollywood worth the 8-hour drive at Christmas time? Do you think it's
Yes.
worth doing an 8-hour drive for
Yes,
Christmas time at
definitely.
Dollywood?
Definitely. Okay.
The M&M store was fun.
You collect, yeah, the M&M store, that was one of the better M&M stores.
Yeah.
I really think it was. Okay, so then y'all know we left Minnesota and we went to North Dakota. Now, North Dakota, it was really hard to find pins, but I was very, very glad to find 2 pins in North Dakota. I found this at the you guys all remember we went to the Buffalo Museum. Was it the World Buffalo Museum or is it the International? I don't know. It was the World Buffalo Museum. And I got this one right here. I think I got it at a gas station. I just got it. This is North Dakota. It was very hard to find pins in North Dakota. So I'm going to go ahead and put this.
Kevin collects Christmas tree ornaments from every state they visit.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
We did the pins with
I got some friends that.
Oh, the buffalo. Where the buffaloes roam.
All right. So we got some North Dakota. We only got 2 pins for North Dakota. And then after that, we went to South Dakota, and we got lots of pins. Of course, South Dakota, you got a lot going on there. So first off, you all know we went to Mount Rushmore. This is the one that we Dawn found, and she's like, I like that one, so we got that one.
Mm-hmm.
We got one for the Badlands. We didn't really film much of the Badlands, but we seen it. We got the Badlands and got Wall Drug. Guys all seen we were at Wall Drug. Wall Drug, and it's home to the free ice water. And this right here was probably, I will say that this is probably the pin I liked the most from this recent trip. This one here is my favorite pin. And this was of the 1880s train. You guys saw it from the video. I like it. Of course, I love old steam engines. I love that they had
free ice water.
I love that it has the both of their steam engine look, Baldwin steam engines there. On the bit, it's a nice big one. Very nice and heavy, very well done. Black Hills 1880 train. This one here is my favorite. And that's it. Now I do have one more for South Dakota, but we're not finished with South Dakota. Okay, what?
I got refrigerator magnets, postcards, and photos.
Oh, okay.
And we collect them. Christmas tree ornaments.
Now that I have all these done.
How did you guys get the idea of the map? I remember the 80s movie Mask where Rodney Dennis did a map like that.
So how I got that, I'll tell you how I got this.
We need to trade North Dakota for the Canadian side of the Niagara Falls. See Wall Drugs. You had to get the free ice water from there.
North Dakota is very beautiful though, guys. So what it was, I started collecting pins on Route 66. And
Have a good night, Dan.
And I was putting them in my hat. You guys remember that? That's when we started collecting them. Well, I put all of the Route 66 pins in the hat, and the sheer weight from the pins, was crushing the hat. In fact, it actually kind of destroyed the hat. And I wanted a new place where I wanted to be able to display these. And it just popped in my head. I said, why don't we just get a map of the United States? Well, technically it morphed into that. So I wanted to get they sell these maps of Route 66, and I was going to put them on there. And I said, well, why don't I just get one of the United States? I put all of the Route 66 ones in line, as you can see, going down, right? And then I needed to fill the rest of the map in. It's really how we got into how we figured it, how we wanted to do it. And that's what we've been doing. So that's how we got the idea for it. All right, so there's a train. So we're going to put Mount Rushmore right here. And
have a good night, Brian, Maria, Dan, and
I'll put this here.
You gave us a lot of good ideas for a trip in South Dakota in a couple of years. We got a lot more to come, so.
And the 1880s train. All right. Also, before we get going, I want to, or not get going, but this is the map. And of course, we're going to add some stickers to this. But these are the states that we've been to.
Yeah.
And then it shows, of course, the states that we have not
Been to.
And
how come we never put Michigan on the map? Oh, I'm looking at Wisconsin.
So I'm going to start with Wisconsin.
We've been to Wisconsin.
There's old Wisconsin there.
Have a good night, everyone. Let's sing good night to everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Corn Palace and Mitchell, South Dakota is cool.
Yeah, we did not get there. There goes Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Iowa.
No, we didn't do Iowa. All right, and here's old Minnesota.
You guys' videos are awesome, especially the cruises.
Well, we got a cruise coming up.
Hi, Day Do It.
We have a cruise coming up. Pretty cool one at that. The same. North Dakota.
Going to Mount Rushmore Wednesday. That's awesome, Thomas. I hope you have a good time on Wednesday.
Mount Rushmore is awesome.
Yeah.
I believe Blondie from Blondie's Adventures. And South Dakota.
Hi, Robert Moore.
South Dakota.
We got 11 states left, you guys.
Well, we still there's
Becky
some
loves
states.
Dawn's here. Thank you. Hi, Becky.
So
Hi,
this is
Sean.
where we're currently at. We are currently here. And that's what we're looking at, folks. Of course, there's some more states we haven't done yet. So we got some more videos coming up. I guess you guys can kind of figure out what states we were in. But yeah, all we have is the Northwest there. And then, of course, we got the okay, I got that. And then someone said they want to see the map. Come close. This thing's getting heavy, guys. I gotta put this on a cork board. So I don't know. This is getting really, really heavy.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna put it over your head real quick.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna help hold that.
No, hang on, let me. It's. Oh, okay. So that. So listen. All right, this thing's huge. So that's what we're kind of dealing with, guys. We got Florida. So we've been up in Ohio, all the way up into. Let me try to go this way a little bit. There's nothing out there. Up into Maine. I know this is kind of hard. All right, let's see here. Then we have some up there in Canada, and those are from Europe. Those are from Paris and England. I got some Canadian ones from some of the Canadian, our Vancouver trip and all that up in there, but I kind of had to put them on a little bit on the outskirts of Washington for all that. But that's pretty much it there, guys. We're getting there. We are getting there. Very, very cool. All right. But anyways, I gotta redo that. I'm gonna get a cork board with the frame and put the United States on there. and then put all the pins back on, stuff like that. So I think we're also going to get one for Europe, but we're getting there, guys. And hopefully one day the map will be full of places that we visited. I haven't counted how many pins we are. And we like collecting the pins because it shows where we've been. We can put on a map, we can see it. They're not real big. They don't take up a lot of space. So we had to, we can take the pins and put them in a box, and you know what I mean? They don't have to be, they don't have a lot of space. They're not real expensive. And it gives you something to look for. Like whenever we're out, we're like, oh, we got to get pins. We got to find pins. So it makes you go into gift stores, makes you go into places, right?
Yeah.
Kind of makes you have something to look forward to when you're in tourist areas and gift shops and things like that. And so that's what we kind of look for. And it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it with that. And yeah, you should do the 127-mile 127 world's largest yard sale from Alabama to Michigan. I've heard a lot about it. We've seen parts of it in the past. But we've never done it. Let's see here, Dawn. What's your favorite movie, Dawn?
I don't have a favorite movie.
You like your peanut stuff.
I like Snoopy, yeah. I like Charlie Brown and Snoopy's Arbor Day.
I see the Buc-ee's pin in Florence, South Carolina. Yes. So I got I bought that Buc-ee's pin when we visited Florence. Even though there's Buc-ee's all over. I always said I'll move that Buc-ee's to Texas when I visit a Buc-ee's in Texas, and then find maybe another South Carolina one in the future. But I don't know. It's where we got it, though. Let's see here. Joe says they're going to be, I was in Gallenberg the last week of April. It was perfect. No, yes, that's a good time to come before, it depends on when the, when those spring breakers are.
Corinne said, Dawn, I'm loving your hair, which is secret. I wash and condition it. I really don't. I don't care for like hairsprays and hairsprays. Ugh.
All right. So, anyways, yeah. You're loving what you're. Any plans to come to Texas? Oh gosh, there's a lot of things I want to do in Texas. Alamo. Austin, I want to go to Austin. There's a couple things I want to see in Austin. Yeah. I have been to Houston before, but that's not part of the YouTube channel. I have been to certain parts of Texas. Texarkana, I was up in Texarkana, things like that, but I have never, I wasn't making YouTube back then, so. Was the 1880 train worth the cost? Jen, yes. I think it was. It's a great way to see the beauty of, of the Black Hills. It was a fun train ride. It is, I believe they said it was the steepest train ride in America because it's on an incline going all the way up and then coming all the way. It's on a, it kind of goes up. I don't know the exact, but anyways, it's really worth it. It's beautiful. I would suggest though, starting off in, and then don't book the next one coming back. Book the next one stay in, I forgot the name of the town.
There's a new Dambo in Austin. Ooh.
Yes, that's what I want to go see. That's what I want to go see that one in Austin.
We'll have to fly in your.
I also want to go to Minnesota again. I got to go to Detroit Lakes. We were close to Detroit Lakes, but I don't think they were totally done with the trolls there yet. Or I don't know. And we were busy. We had to get to Mount Rushmore. So there'll be another time. But yes, I was totally worth it. I do enjoy it. It was $90 some for both of us round trip. It is it's an hour ride there and an hour ride back. So it's not like one of these train rides. Like a lot of these train rides you take 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes and you're back. This one here was a long drive, and there was a beautiful scenery itself was worth that. Took a lot of photos. If it's a nice day out, I highly recommend getting a window lit, like what we had with no window. That way you can take good photos. Mm-hmm. That was a lot of fun. Keystone, yeah. Keystone is, I would start in Keystone. Don't spend an hour, and kind of walk around town over there and then catch the next train coming back.
Chris said if you guys are in Texarkana, you need to stop off at the Gusano's Pizzeria. And
okay.
It's phenomenal. Phenomenon.
Okay. Phenomenal. Texarkana was really unique. It's years ago. I mean, 20 years ago since I've been there. So,
you've been to Texarkana?
Yes, I've been to Texarkana.
What, 200 years ago? You haven't been
20 years ago. 20 years ago.
The piece of the planet that long.
I went to a wedding. In Houston. So I just remember stopping in Texarkana before going into Arkansas, right? So, did you stay in Keystone area? Yes, we did, Jeff. Here's the thing. I don't think I had taken any video of our hotel when we stayed there.
Phenomenal.
Some things I just don't film. Sometimes when we were out all day at Mount Rushmore and we went on the train ride and we went over, did some other things, and then we put the camera down. There's still things that we had done on our own. We like to experience the things on our own. It's a new thing that we do where we put the camera down, we're done. And then we kind of just do our things. And the hotel, I don't think we ever shot a video. It's a nice hotel. I think it was the Comfort Inn. We stayed at Comfort Inn. Now, I do have a lot of cabins and stuff in the area. It's kind of like the Smokies. But we stayed at the Comfort Inn because they were having a special. Stay 2 nights, get a $50 gift card in points. So it really brought the cost of the hotels down dramatically, and we saved enough points. We were racking up $100, pretty close to $100 in points every 2 stays. And so it was a special promotion they were having. It just so happened to have it when we decided to take this trip. And so a lot of these hotels were $90 a night, and we were getting $50 off of that. So sometimes these hotels were very cheap for us with their points, giving us free nights for future visits. And I got a total of,
did you guys see the Thomas Gamble
like $600
yet?
worth
He was
of
great.
stays.
No, we haven't.
So,
I didn't know there was one in Michigan.
But it was a really good deal that they had. They were giving us points, and the points were just racking. And it was great. Now we got an upcoming trip where I use those points.
Yeah.
So we have a cruise coming up.
Spoiler alert.
And we were able to book a really nice hotel.
Yeah.
For our cruise before. A really nice place, like the suite. We did book the suite. Oh, by the way, I know some people were asking that one hotel where they said they upgraded us to a suite. I think they lied to us. I know in the video I didn't take it out.
I don't know about that.
They said,
like they were doing a huge favor.
They said, we booked you in the grand suite. It was just a normal king room, I think.
It was like horrible. I never seen it.
And I didn't.
How can it have 2 floors and just stairs, no elevator? How can it have only one cart for 2 different buildings?
I don't know. Anyways.
And the cart probably hit a flat tire.
And so sometimes in these videos, you don't always explain, like later on, like, you just put the camera down, the next day happens, and then you get home to edit and you're like, oh, I didn't explain this part, or I didn't explain that part. And I know some people were left hanging. They're like, some people said, hey, Will, is that the grand suite? It didn't look like the grand suite. Yeah, didn't they? They told us grand suite. It wasn't a grand suite.
Great or grand or wonderful about that.
They were very nice there, though. They were very, very nice there, though. So
I was like, what in the heck is this?
Yeah. But I did get a bunch of points for that stay, just in particularly.
Thank goodness for that.
Like they pointed us because there was a little mix up in our reservation, and so I think they gave us what we paid for that room,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't complain. I didn't do nothing. They just knew they made a mistake. They fixed it. They're gonna put us in the grand suite. They didn't put us in a grand suite, but I noticed on our points that they gave us enough points to cover the cost of the hotel, so we kind of got it for free.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. I do recommend that because they were really cool. They made a mistake and they went above and beyond. And I wasn't even asking for nothing. I said, I'm fine with whatever. Like, as long as I get to sleep tonight, I'm okay. And they were cool about it. So the customer service was really good on a lot of these hotels. There was only one hotel we stayed in where it was the one in Michigan City, right? The one there in the border of Michigan and Indiana, was it? It was kind of I don't know. It wasn't to our standards, right? I would say, right? It was kind of There are some folks like, I don't know, down on their luck. I don't know. It's kind of interesting place. So kind of place where you want to lock your car up and go in your room and lock the door and not worry about it until morning. Did you know that there is actually a few, I think you say Kira, rotisserie sushi houses.
Timothy Farmer.
Yeah, Jeff, I did look them up because my little sister Sierra, she really wants to go to one. So there's one up there in Columbus, like you were saying, which is close. I think there's one near I could be wrong. I think there's one in Cincinnati as well. And then there's one in Atlanta. Well, there is something in the future that I'm going to possibly be doing in Atlanta. I said, well, Sierra can go with us.
Yeah.
Right? And then we'll go hit, because, by the way, spoiler alert, we will be doing the revolving sushi bar again. But I want to take my little sister Sierra with us to do that one. So, yeah, it was just a regular room. Yeah, it was just a regular room. I mean, it had a couch and all that, but that's what when you usually get the king room with comfort in, it's usually the bed with the couch and all that.
Okay, Amy C. Question: would you like to travel to Delhi with our small dog? Are there dog-friendly cabins in the area? There is some pet-friendly cabins and hotels in the area, and also there's Doggywood.
Doggywood at Dollywood.
You definitely want to keep them there or something, as long as he ain't in the hot heat in the car. So, yeah.
Dollywood has a place called Doggywood. You probably already know about it. If you don't, check into it. Go to the Dollywood website. Check it out. Everybody I talk to says they do wonders while you're at Dollywood. So yes, definitely Doggywood is the place to go.
Yeah.
They're one of the top. But I think that's about it. NEC asked a visiting pet question. So yeah, there are hotels in the area. If you're trying to find a hotel that's pet friendly, I know a lot of folks are asking us. We don't necessarily like to say the ones that we know of because the pet policies can change quite frequently in hotels. Sometimes hotels are cool with them, and then a manager says, you know what, we're not going to do that anymore. Or, and some chains are just naturally that way. What I do recommend is go to like Travelocity or one of the travel sites for the time that you want to come and visit. Go on there, put into the search pet-friendly hotels, pop up all those hotels in the area, find the one that's priced for you. Also, Airbnb is the same way. You can put in a filter, and they'll show you all the pet-friendly cabins. Put that in there. And look for the hotels. Once you find one for the right price and everything matches your thing, you have to call that hotel. You can book it as a pet friendly, and then you can have problems when you get here. And we've seen this before. And we've heard of this before. Call the hotel, say, hey, I want to book a hotel, your room for this time. I have my pet. It's 25, whatever pounds, whatever, and tell them. And make sure that, and ask them if the rate's available, what you saw on the internet, and make sure you hammer all that out before you come. make sure they write that down. Make sure they send you a confirmation, because sometimes these hotels, when you get there, they'll say, that lady who took your reservation, she don't even work here anymore. Have them try to fax you or email you something stating that the dog fees are in there, or like a something that you can show. Just do that, because I've heard of some people saying that somebody booked a hotel just recently. I can't remember. I don't want to just blare out names. I thought it was a La Quinta or something, and it was pet friendly.
They stay in a cabin, why can't the dog just sit in the air conditioner?
You be careful. Sometimes those cabins, they might be pet friendly at the time you book, and then all of a sudden the owners are like,
no, but if they get a pet friendly cabin, why can't the dog just stay there? Or do they got to take them to Dollywood? Or
well, no, they can leave it. Yeah, they can leave it there. They can leave it there.
But there is doggy-wood options at Dollywood.
And make sure you get that. Make sure you get that, because I've seen people, I've heard of people, and they'll get there and say, "Oh, you know, we've already booked. We have 2 rooms in this whole place that are pet friendly, and they're both taken. We're sorry, or they can give you heck for it, So just definitely do your, make sure you be higher, the person you're talking to giving your reservation don't mean that they're going to be there a month later when you arrive, right? Make sure you like get the emails. Make sure you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Yeah, I did hear about Donald Trump and everybody. It's been a rough time for, I think, all of us Americans. Timothy, with everything going on in the news, it's overwhelming. I think everybody right now probably feels overwhelmed with everything that's going on. Doggywood is very small. You have to book it. Yeah, that's Janice. You're totally right. Janice is telling you in the chat. Definitely book Doggywood in advance. Like, these are things that's the reason why we like to have another dog. We talked about it, but it could be, I understand what pet owners go through, because it's happened, to us even. It could be tough to travel.
What's our favorite town in Minnesota?
Is it still 90? It's still 93 in Nashville. Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I have a favorite town in Minnesota. Hi, Nikki D. My name is Hunter, and I'm 9 years old. I met you guys at Ankesa the first time with Astra Lumina. Wow. We'll be coming back to visit in Tennessee in October.
Okay.
Hi, Nikki.
We should be in town in October. I'm going to be totally honest and forward with you. We didn't spend a whole lot of time in Minnesota. And that's just because I'll just be honest with you. We goofed around too much in Michigan. We were having so much fun in Michigan going down the West Coast. And so we stayed an extra day or so there. And then we end up messing a day. We ended up staying an extra day in Wisconsin. And then we got to Minnesota in the Mall of America. And we were like, I told Dawn, if we're going to get back for 4th of July here in the United States, we had Sophia was like, you drove all the way back to Smoky Mountains just for the Smoky Mountain Parade. No, we actually have some friends and family coming from out of town during that time, and we had to be back. So
what was the best core water?
We had to get
flavor?
moving.
I like the cucumber, but the pink grapefruit was good. The lemon, my toss-up would be the cucumber one.
I did hear about Richard Simmons. I grew up with Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
He actually has it's kind of a weird thing, but Richard Simmons was kind of like just an iconic person for our time. He
liked to get fit, physical.
He's just full of energy, and you hate to see, you hate to lose people like that, because, believe it or not,
he was a motivator.
The world needs people like him. You know what I mean? And there's been a lot of folks like him who are very colorful, who are motivated, they're entertainers, they're funny. You wish you could have that energy. You wish you could be like them, or you inspire to be like them. And they're just good folks, people, just good folks, they're just out having a good time. They're enjoying life. And that's what I think. You don't see a lot of folks like that, like these, not all there's some of the newer entertainers. I don't see that type of enthusiasm with people. It's always about, I don't know. Don, we're talking about this like gangster rap and being blah, blah, blah. And
we listen to rap.
I know, but there's nothing like Richard Simmons. You know what I mean? People like that. You know what I mean? you know, just characters, you know, good, happy, laughing characters. And there's always a shroud of mystery with them.
Happy birthday, Emery.
You know, rough around the edge kind of thing, but they make them super cool. Yeah, that's. I heard that Dolly is going to do. I don't know. Dolly doesn't even know half of the things that she's involved in. That's what she said.
Yeah,
we were at the opening. We were at the opening of Heart
Nights,
Song, and she's like, "I don't." They're yeah. I mean, I'm doing all kinds of stuff that I don't even know I'm doing. Sounds like she's got a really good marketing team, a really good folks, you know, and they're having fun, right? Rod runs in September.
Never heard of Slim's Good Body with Richard
let me look.
Simmons.
Let me look and see when
Rod Run is. I don't.
Rod run.
We had one in April, one in September, August, or something.
Pigeon Forge Fall Rod Run.
Oh, we are going to make it to Iowa. I'd love to sometime.
So let me get the exact thing. Now, there's been some stuff in social media where some pranksters, some jokesters, I don't know what you want to call them, they were trying to get people to believe that they had moved the date of the Fall Rod Run. The Rod Run has not, and I repeat, has not changed. The date is pretty much the same time each year, just the days move a little bit because of the calendar, right? So I believe it's September the 12th through the 14th is the Rod Run. Now you gotta remember the rods come a few days before that, and they're pretty much gone on the 14th. They come in early and they just clear out of here. So we're gonna try to be here for the Rod Run. I believe we will be here for the Rod Run.
Yeah.
I know we have something that I believe we're going to be here for the Rod Run. Okay. Is that about it? You do tons of research before you go.
You gotta start saying goodnight.
Dolly loves the salt. Dolly's awesome, guys. You know, she's done a lot for this community, a lot for the area. You know, she didn't have to. There was a celebrity that I was reading up on. Oh, yeah, that's coming up in an upcoming video. And very successful celebrity. And anyways, that's a story for a different video. Yes, Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons is just iconic. When you think of the 80s, you know, the iconic people of there, you're going to think of Richard Simmons as one of them, right? He's like, he had the colors and I remember one of the things on YouTube, he was, I guess, so you guys might have seen this before we go. There was a trams, you know, Hollywood. You have the Hollywood Star Tours, and the trams would always go by Richard Simmons' house, right? And they come by on the hour. And so Richard Simmons, for fun, he would go out there, you know, to his front lawn where they can, you know, the tram goes by and says, and next is Richard Simmons' house. And he would be out there, you know what I mean? And I think there's one YouTuber was, I don't know, and he jumps right on into the thing, and he would stop and meet all the folks that would randomly pass his house in Hollywood, right? And it just shows you, you know, he enjoyed life, and he knew he was given a gift to entertain people and lived a remarkable life and stuff. I think we talked a lot about Richard Simmons tonight. But anyways, Gene Simmons is not related to Richard Simmons at all, period.
C&K, love watching your guys' videos. We're headed down for the Jeep weekend from the Detroit area.
Okay.
What is a good hotel for kids, either in Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg? Probably you want something with a pool, right?
Well, I mean, any of these hotels on the Strip are really cool. The kids, I know, as a kid, I was just cool. It was just fun to go to a hotel. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. It depends on what your kids are into.
one, but that's being
No.
remodeled. So
Yeah, the Christmas Inn's really cool, but
Christmas Inn or I don't know.
the Margaritavilles are always fun. If you
We
can get
like
one of those, they're
Margaritavilles.
pricey.
They got some nice pools too at the
But
island.
It is fun
Yeah.
to swim on the rooftop pool at the island. It is pricey though. But on the strip is pretty cool because you can park your Jeep up front. Your hotel's right there, and you can, when it comes, there's a Jeep cruise on Friday, usually Thursday, Friday night. Is it Friday? No, Friday, Saturday night. They have a cruise where all the Jeeps go around, and it'd be great just to have a hotel right there on the strip. Yet again, do some research. Try to. Most of the hotels on the strip are pretty cool, depending on what you like and all that. But went to Heart Song for the first time this year. Did ya, Ken? Ken, we got to get together. We have not been. We didn't go to the last opening, and you didn't go to the opening before that. So we're gonna have to get together for. Gosh, when is the next one? Is it the fall festival? Is that the next one? Or am I missing one? So I get the old barbecue and the barbecue and bluegrass festival they had mixed up. They don't do that anymore. Anyways, I don't know. But anyways, that's about it.
We should probably start saying goodnight.
I think we're going to say goodnight. Well, guys, I think we're coming up on, I don't see my time. Yeah, we're going to. Thank you, guys. I know you guys sat here and listened to us jabber on, but thank you guys all so much for coming out, checking in. We got a lot of cool things coming up. We're going to be in the Smokies for a while, so that's good, right? We got some really cool stuff we want to do for the Smokies. We're going to be in the area for. We got some big, some big trips coming, like cruise wise. But other than that, we're in the Smokies. We're talking about Christmas this year. We were talking about that earlier. What do we want to do for Christmas this year? And we think we know what we're going to do. Not enough to announce it at the moment, but I think we're going to be doing some stuff here in the Smokies this year around Christmas. So that's cool. And really just a laid back. We've got a lot of just laid back, good old, Smoky Mountain stuff. We've already had an amazing first part of this year. And I think the second half, other than the stuff we've already booked, I think we're just going to chill out here, right? We're going to, so the next half of this year, we're just going to chill out, do some Smoky Mountain stuff. And then, of course, yet again, we have booked things that we are going to
where'd I get
take
my
off
shirts
for.
at? Hammocks.
But that's about it. That's it, right? Good. Okay, guys, we're going to say goodnight to y'all. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Hit the thumbs up on the way out.
Hit the thumbs up on the way out, guys. We love you, and we will see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody from the Great Smoky Mountains. Stay cool.
Have a good night, everyone. Stay cool.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks
to all the moderators out there. We love you guys. Until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, everyone.
What in the world?